So, oh wow, this is the old options. This is Delta Particles. It's a Half-Life mod that is very classic Half-Life from what I understand. I've been waiting for a good time to play this, and I've just kind of been in the mood for Half-Life. I'm kind of always in the mood for Half-Life, but let's give it a shot.
Now arriving at Sector A, Experimental Teleportation Research. Have a good day.
Experimental teleportation research. That sounds like nothing will go wrong. Crispy textures. Is that like a military Barney? My favorite Half-Life mods are actually the ones that take place in some form of science lab. If it's Black Mesa, all the better. What's this for? So, when I made Half-Life levels, I always tried to pay attention to what other mappers were doing and what Valve did. And then they just, like, once in a while, yeah, you just have, like, a little spot like that. It just adds a lot more depth. It's, I guess, just ventilation. But yeah, now this is how you make a level look awesome in Gold Source without having it just be a square box. Throw a little light down there, over there. That. Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to be playing this. Okay. Why do we all have to wear these ridiculous gray science outfits? Delta Research Base. That's where it is. This is its own standalone, by the way, on Steam. You could just download it. It's funny because I had this downloaded for a while before it was on Steam officially. Boy, don't all say something at once, fellas.
Sir!
It looks like an evil version of Black Mesa. Yeah, kinda. Is it an evil science research laboratory? Are there evil Barneys? Hey, I'm fine with it. As long as it's another take on, like, what Half-Life, you know, originally set out to do, and it's done well, and I've heard this was good, then I'm okay with it. I would play stuff like this until I'm 87. What happens at 88? Oh, you don't want to know. That's when I metamorphosize. Or metamorphize. How do you say that word? That's when that happens. Yeah. The Applebee's toilet chat. Science. Is he doing science or is he just a repairman? It's funny because he looks... It's just a scientist head, but he's like on a... he's in a different uniform. I'm telling you that, you know, you can get a lot of mileage out of those scientists from Half-Life. Nick Farrell, age 26. Employer Delta Base Research Facility. Please move out of the way. I need to investigate your goods. Assignment Sector A Experimental Teleportation Research. Science team.
Why do we all have to wear these ridiculous ties?
Oh, nice to know they all complain about that. Every science lab across the entire country has a very similar layout, okay? I love how it's purple, the complementary to orange. Well, opposing force was green, blue shift was blue, and now delta particles. Wasn't there another one that was very similar to, like, original Half-Life? I know that some people were making a mod where you get to play as the special forces, and I think that color was red. Decay, yes, Decay was really good. Decay was red, okay.
It's good to see you.
Blue's complement. Blue is orange complement, not purple.
We don't know our colors. I'm the paper one, and I never taught anything because I'm a Teletubby. I just teach you how to eat custard.
An entire generation of people that grew up with Teletubbies, and they're all fucking morons.
It's funny. So, what are we learning today? We're learning how to make a stinky out of a custard.
It's true, I watched Teletubbies growing up, and now I'm watching Vine Sauce. Case in point. You are right.
Let's go outside and play. Oh, the sun has a face. Oh, that's funny.
Meanwhile, Mr. Rogers was teaching me how to read and remember things and pay attention to what's happening in video games. No, the good Mr. Rogers.
Hello, sir.
Why do they need so much, like, firepower down here? This place is very secretive, I would assume, and very heavily guarded. And yet, they have, like, a bunch of, like, military Barneys. Just gonna wander and hope for the best. Gordon gets some really serious military training for a nerd, like the Hazard course. Yeah. You'd want to protect your teleportation tech, too. Yeah, good point, good point. No, you're right. I figured maybe the security stuff would be on the surface, but you never know. Maybe they teleport in some bozos? That would be a problem. Or this could happen, like it happened to Worf, and they need to shoot the barrel or the container.
people.
Power level is 65%.
Who's this chuckle fuck? I don't think they're recording very much new dialogue except for the suit.
Good day, Mr. Potter.
I lied.
When everybody's here, we can begin. Until now, our teleportation technology had two major drawbacks. Firstly, we could only teleport small materials, and secondly, only one person could be sent to the border road attack.
Is this really Nevada?
Ultimately, it led to the inconvenience of suboptimal energy consumption. The new teleportation device is now free of those drawbacks. The Border Road research team is going to get 3 new members today. The equipment at the research camp on the
Okay.
other side is already set up for the local displacement device, and the other members of expedition are ready to meet you. Mr. Farrell, you'll be joined in last.
This is.
In the
I've been to
meantime,
Nevada.
please
This is
keep
what
apparatus
the Nevada
safe
accent sounds like.
and
I've never been to
there is
Nevada.
information that Black Mesa is currently conducting a very important experiment too. It would be fun if that were true.
Can you believe it? Black Mesa is also doing an experiment, but they're a bunch of clowns. Their experiment is like bullshit. This is the real experiment. This is the good stuff. This is where we deal with purple. And with purple, all things are possible. I learned that from the purple Teletubby.
Set the power supply to 50%. Adjust the focus lens.
Why'd that door open? Oh. Is he supposed to be in here?
Now set the power supply to 100%.
They look jacked, but I know it's just their power suits.
The teleporter is ready.
Oh, they're gonna get so killed.
Seconds can begin.
No. Oh, wow, it works. Better than that Aperture place. That place is a bunch of clowns. Even more than Black Mesa.
Reported. Get away from the beam. Down. Attempting shutdown.
Wow.
It's not. It's not. It's not shutting down. It's not.
This is the equivalent of someone's OC hanging out with Sonic the Hedgehog. Uh-oh. He has died. I say that, by the way, and I really just think this is amazing so far. I love it. I'm very happy to redo another failed science experiment. Is this our fault or is this Black Mesa's fault? You know what? Blame Black Mesa.
Hazardous radiation levels detected.
Bunch of dipshits. Man. Oh god, we are irradiated badly. Is this Half-Life from the perspective of the dude who gave Gordon the crystal? This isn't... I don't think... This isn't Black Mesa at all. This is, like... another place. That's Decay, right? Yeah, I don't remember Decay. I remember enjoying it, but I don't have, I don't know. That would be, like, if I played that again, I'd probably enjoy it. Just because I forgot so much of it.
We need to keep moving.
We all have retinal scanner access. Escort us, and we can get out of the lab.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Lightning Cola.
Scanners.
That's what I'm talking about. The door is sealed up pretty tight.
Excuse me, but I'm rather busy now.
Getting a lot of mileage out of those old lines. Shoot him!
Ah! Hey, did you hear something?
Don't just stand there. Pick up that gun and shoot it.
Think I got a deagle? I wonder what the recoil is like on a deagle. The few times I've shot a gun, it's like, you know, at a shooting range,
Who needs a locksmith?
it's like painful. Yeah. What if you're like Andre the Giant? But I think I shot a 45, and that was like, I was like, wow, okay.
Excellent. We'll have the engine up again in no time. I'm not so sure I want to go to the surface. What if the world finds out what we're doing down here? I'm sending the all clear, and the doors should open now.
Thank you, scientist.
This is gonna be a baby.
Scientist isn't coming with us. Oh, I wonder if this guy has a name. In Opposing Force, the Barneys are still there, but then there's also Otis, and he's like a Paul Blart who eats donuts. So that's, yeah. Okay, so we have a reskinned Opposing Force wrench instead of a crowbar. I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, we're all on the same team, right? Right?
By the way, Chad, that voice actor is Duke Nukem. That's John St. John. Right? Big the Cat. Yeah, oh yeah, you know, yeah. Some of you may know him as Duke Nukem, others, a large cat. A talking cat. Beans! This is enough food to feed the entirety of this facility, chat. Wow. Man, it never gets old. The year is 2000. Wait a minute, no it's not. Wait, when did the Black Mesa incident happen, canonically? Security officer can open this door. It was, 2003 is when it happened. Okay, so they didn't update their calendars then.
this shit. Open this shit up.
Man, my dogs are barking. Stay alert, people. What the hell is going on here? We don't have time to mess around here. Ah! Looks like somebody really screwed up. It's a real mess out there.
Ah. Arg! I don't know what I was hoping to accomplish. Yes, you died for a little while, but we brought you back using technology we have here. Anyway, you've grown a third penis. Enjoy!
Watch it with that thing.
So wait. They kept the Glock model, but changed the sound effect. Oh, I guess that's fine. I'm not particularly... I've talked about this plenty every time I play Half-Life, but you know what? I'll tell you again, because it's probably nostalgic for people to hear me complain about the Glock in Half-Life. It is a little bit sharper. The textures might have been cleaned up a little. I don't particularly care for the Glock in Half-Life 1, but in the HD pack, they made it like a Beretta or something, I think, and it's cool. It kept the same shrill sound, but weirdly, I thought it worked better that way. Or, oh, it's an M9. Oh, this has a new fire mode. What the fuck are these magazines? Well, heavy metal, I know. What's this guy doing? M9 is the American name for Beretta. Oh, they got some really crunchy sounds. Three-round burst instead of, infinite shoot fast. Yeah! I don't like when a game gives me this much freedom. I'm confused. Man, what a great weapon this is. Oh! Chat, they kind of, like, went out of their way to make the sound effects and the whole effect of destroying a corpse that much more powerful. Just for no good reason. Whoop. That looks important. An access keycard has been picked up. This is good so far, chat. I'm enjoying it. It definitely has the, it has the thing I'm looking for in Half-Life. See, now I want to go the other way because I don't know if I missed anything. More killing? Dude, why are you so fast? Okay. More ammo. And some health. Oh, okay. If you bring the access keycard here, this happens. Oh, that's bullshit. It's just some early grenades and extra ammo. Still kind of worth it. Which weapon is more iconic, crowbar or the pistol? The crowbar is so much more iconic than the pistol in Half-Life. I don't even think it's a question. No offense. I guess other than the crowbar, the next most iconic weapon in Half-Life is the gravity gun from Half-Life 2. The Tau cannon maybe has a little bit of notoriety. Because otherwise, I mean, every game has a pistol, a shotgun, a submachine gun, a rifle, that kind of thing. But yeah, Half-Life has the crowbar. That's its thing. Now you have to have a big purple dildo if you want something new and original and unique in your game as a melee weapon. And even that, Saints Row did it. San Andreas too.
Power level is 15%.
Ah, yes, science. Of course, there's the purple crystal. Those are worth 50. The green is worth 1. And yellow is sometimes worth 10, depending on the game. It just is. It just never gets old. Is that a me problem? Oh man, I broke the vending machines. This has to be Black Mesa's fault. I mean, we, the humble Delta base, what were we developing? We were developing safe and functional portal technology. For the good of humanity, mind you. Reverse engineered from some aliens, but don't worry about that.
Power level is 15%.
And then the loathsome, like, dung eaters over at fucking Black Mesa decide, oh, yeah, we're gonna do all this other stuff, and we're gonna put crystals into laser beams, and now look what's happening. My bowling ball is frozen in a footlocker in Chicago. Congratulations, chat member. You'll make it into the chat members that make no sense compilation. Yeah, gotta put Domo to work. Listen, he needs work. It's a good song. Oh, that's a song? I guess songs don't have to make sense. Maybe that does make sense, and I'm rejecting it. Fuck, already? I don't think we're going that way right yet. Why use ammo when wrench do trick? Vignette bot is on one tonight. Show us naturals, fun hater, Omega Lull. Balls, Revia? Okay, so that compilation is just going to be all of the bot. I still don't know where this bot came from, chat. And people won't believe me when I say that, but I just don't know why it's here. But I'm leaving it. I mean, still to this day, no one has claimed ownership of the bot. And you know what? Maybe I don't need that. I don't want to know. What's funny is Binyatbot may end up being the winner of like most chat messages after a certain amount of time. I think it's very possible. So there are people who probably are like, man, I want to be the, you know, the best chatter with the most messages. No. A bot spewing absolute dog shit is going to win that award. Don't worry, when the Vine Sauce Awards happen for real, there will be, I'll definitely have an award for most chat messages. Of course, the awards I'll be giving out are just coffee sleeves for your coffee cups. Of course. I actually brought them to MagFest and I signed a couple, but by the end of my signing, I realized something. People don't want coffee sleeves, coffee cup sleeves. And I had to throw out like 40 of them because they just take up too much room. I thought maybe it would be like a good bit where people would be like, oh, that's funny. I remember when Vinny got the coffee cup sleeves from Twitch by accident. That's funny. I want one. No, like 5 people took one. At a certain point, I was like, why don't you take one of these? And one chat member was like, I'm good. And then I just stopped asking. Just trying to pawn off my junk to random people that waited online to meet me for like 2 hours. Which is still like, why is that even a thing? I don't even know. I have no idea how that's a thing that's happening in my life. But the least I can do is give you a coffee cup filter. A sleeve, rather. Just, you know, take it. Hey, can you throw this away from me? No, it'll be worth something someday, seriously. There's gonna be a great coffee cup filter. I keep calling them filters. They're not filters, they're just sleeves. There's gonna be a shortage in like 2 years. And chat, you will be so disappointed you didn't take my trash off my hands. Yeah, then how you gonna keep your hands from being slightly inconvenienced by a hot coffee cup? Huh? Yeah, you had your chance. I was charging $30. Needs a power cell. Somewhere in Arizona, there are 40 coffee sleeves signed by Vinny. There's somewhere. I don't know, someone's got a couple.
No, don't go that way.
I didn't mean to hit him in the head with a wrench. My hand slipped. Oh, shit. Ooh! I didn't realize my health was that low. Kind of running out of ammo here. I love their puke noises. There's some really fucking classic sound effects in this game, and I don't just say that because I grew up with it and it's, you know, something I have a lot of nostalgia for. It's there's some really great sound. Sure, they're low quality, but there's some great puke sounds in Half-Life. And this mod is taking it almost to the next level, even. Fun fact, that sound is Mark Laidlaw spitting mashed potatoes into a bucket. Not true. Oh. Oh, so you lied. You're in a Twitch chat and you're lying. Do you know what that crime is punishable by? Death by mashed potato. Visor is a weak place. Oh. I mean, that is very convincing. I would believe wholeheartedly that Mark Laidlaw was puking mashed potatoes into a bucket. Oh, these freaks already. Shit. So it doesn't have the one really powerful shot with right click, it just has like speed shoot. Actual spaz. Spas? Yeah. Spas.
Fine, this should help.
Thank you. Whoa, 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 what is in there? What's in there?
I don't suppose you'd reconsider.
Chat, that didn't actually heal me, did it? I'm pretty sure my health is exactly the same as before the shot.
Try this vent, baby, please. First one free. Try this vent, baby, please. First one free. Try this vent, baby, please.
Oh, some additional death physics. That's pretty satisfying. Wow. Well, there's a bunch of bullets in here. I guess that's good. Telling me I could dodge bullets? I'm saying that when you're ready, you won't need to. Do I have to pee? Still? In the Matrix, I mean. Yes? What kind of dumb question is that? Why would I need to piss in the Matrix? Where's my pee go in real life? You just piss all over yourself. What? And then, like, Keanu just goes around, like, just peeing all over the place in the Matrix. It's not real. I can do whatever I want. But you still stink! Better than Matrix 4. I mean, listen, I would rather... In some ways, I kind of almost would rather the franchise go out on a low note. Listen, I know some people love Matrix 4 for some reason, whatever. If you enjoy it, go enjoy it. Good for you. I think there's some stuff in there that's kind of fun. But at least it's on one of the Wachowskis' own terms. Because, I mean, look at what's going on with Star Trek. At some point, though, chat, there's going to be a whole Matrix extended universe. Trust me on that one. It's going to happen. Money prevails, and someone is going to make more Matrix slop. And it's just going to be, you know, like 5 TV shows a year. Maybe one will be half decent. Maybe. What are your thoughts on the Men in Black series? First I'm hearing of it. Unless I just blocked the knowledge out. Vinny, you're worsening my depression. No, well, hang on. Here's the beautiful part. You don't have to watch any of this. It's so beautiful. Same advice applies to you. I haven't seen most Star Trek. I haven't seen any of the new Star Wars shows. I got to the point where I said I'm good, and I'm all right. When that's all that's left, what do I watch? Are you telling me that the Netflix original programming isn't keeping you entertained? That content is made from the finest content creators. Genuine though, like I like to, joke. I joke around because that's what I do. But I want to say, I mean this genuinely. There is such a high amount of amazing stuff out there that is available to be viewed from so many great directors, so many great TV series. Sure, some of them are old, but the thing about humanity is that we're still people. And even though some of these movies, I would recommend 20, 30, 40 years old, I think it's genuinely still worth watching. Now, they may not say rizzed up Ohio Lord in the script, and some people might not want that because they want new good, old bad. Which is a real thing. I mean, I had that problem when I was younger, and then I kind of got over it pretty quick, but because I wanted to punish my parents, so why would I like anything from their generation? Oh, that's so funny. Imagine that. Missing out on so much good stuff because your parents suck. But, yeah, anyway. I like content. I know Squid Game is entertaining, at least, and I've watched the first season of that. I don't know if season 2 is any good. But, yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying Severance a lot. There's plenty of new stuff that's good. And if there's stuff that isn't, then you can just go watch some old shit. I'm watching Twin Peaks, and I'm really enjoying it. And it kind of is interesting to see what humanity was like before cell phones. And sure, I lived it. And I don't mean to make this sound like a highfalutin statement. But I mean, genuinely, I kind of forgot what it was like. So when I watch shows like Twin Peaks, I'm like, oh, these are just people, like, just being bored most of the time.
Power level is 22%.
Someone said I can't do TV anymore, just movies. Honestly, I kind of understand. Man, it's tough to keep up with the amount of material that is produced. You have to watch, like, I really want to watch Twin Peaks The Return and Fire Walk with Me, right? That's my goal. I'm excited to watch those. But I need to watch 20-something episodes of Twin Peaks Season 2, which I'm not looking forward to, necessarily. But I will do it. God forbid you try catching up on Marvel stuff now. Well, I think Marvel has realized that problem as well. I mean, we don't need to go into a full Marvel discussion, but it's pretty self-explanatory. and having to watch 5 TV series to understand what's happening in a movie. You know, when it was a smaller thing and it was more interconnected, I thought it was actually kind of fun. But now it's like I watch these movies and they, you know what the thing is though? They do cameos in a way that I feel is very wink, wink, nod, nod to the audience, or nod, wink to the audience, and it's like, you know this character from the TV show, Blorgan, the first Avenger. And I'm like, I don't know who this character is, and they place so much importance on some regular person with a gun. It was like that since 2008. Well, I watched Iron Man in the theater because I heard it was good. My friends and I went. I've never read Iron Man. I actually really disliked comic book like superheroes growing up because I thought they were very like silly and lame, and they wore capes and tights, and I was like, really? This is cool? But I watched the Iron Man movie, and it was quite good. Then I watched, I think, maybe like 2 more. And then I watched The Avengers because I heard it was awesome. And I didn't know Thor, but I figured out who he was real quick from the movie. And it was just a couple characters. There was no Hulk movie. So I watched it, and it was just a couple movies that were made. That was it. The Edward Norton one. Was that fully connected to the Avengers? Didn't they start over? I didn't see it because, again, I avoided I didn't see the Spider-Man Sam Raimi trilogy until like a couple of years ago for the first time. I love it, by the way. It's great. All of it? I don't buy it. What? I've never had seen... I saw like maybe a little bit on TV, but I had not watched the full movies by, you know, like back to back or ever like in one go. So before the Spider-Man movie that came out most recently, I watched them, and they were really, really good. So how about the X-Men films? Those I enjoyed, yeah. It was X-Men 1, X2 was my favorite, and then I remember going to see X3 with my club cousin, and then the other cousin that I grew up with. That's like one of my few moments of club cousin. He loved X3. He loved it. And I was like, this is, this? You loved this? It was fine, I guess. And then I gave up on X-Men until, I think, Days of Future Past. But when I rewatched X2, I was like, oh, this movie's incredible. And you know who you can thank for that, right? That's right, David Hayter. I saw the Watchmen movie as well in the theater. And I have a story about that I've told like 10 times, which is... We went to the wrong theater, we were in IMAX, we were in the front row, and we ended up getting a view of Dr. Manhattan's giant blue dong in our faces, me and a couple friends. And we had like neck injuries after watching that fucking movie. But I think the Watchmen movie is actually pretty good. I get why people have issues with it and like the differences between that and the comic, but I liked it, I enjoyed it. Also, David Hayter. Even if uncredited, he and I spoke about that. Don't tell anyone. David Hayter is actually quite a good writer.
Father, you're right. I was worried that you might be died during the teleportation sequence. We've experienced an interdimensional resonance. Our sensors detected the anomaly moments before. I believe that the experiment at Black Mesa might be caused some interference with our teleportation equipment.
Okay.
The research team members are trapped in the border road, and we don't have the means to rescue them right now.
For a time being, we must protect the heliport. The distress signal was sent and we should get help soon. However, we have little time to waste. We are going to secure the equipment here and move it topside. In the meantime, I suggest you search the area for our survivors. If you come across any, escort them to the surface with you. Your protection suit will keep you safe from environmental threats.
God damn. You were saying? Vinny talked to Freakbot. Too late now. We're going to be teleporting objects, aren't we? How did I get on that topic? Oh, right, that Matrix. Yeah, so I'm pretty much done talking about that. But there's still good stuff. There's good stuff being made now. There's 100 years of film history. Why do the textures get shittier when I walk away closer to them? That's weird. It's like reverse LOD. Huh. Detail map. Well, it's kind of opposite. There's so many movies, like, you know, there's just too much stuff to consume, if that's what you want to do. I also like to, once in a while, if I get a chance, I like to catch up on stuff, but it's hard. I mean, it's hard to find the time. I like to create as well, but I want to watch, like, you know, Scorsese has a list of movies he considers his favorite. I'm sure some of it's going to be too highfalutin for me, or it won't have the same effect on me as it would him. But, like, stuff like that, you know, and I still haven't seen Nosferatu. I haven't seen Sonic 3. You know, two of the exact same type of movie. But, yeah, once in a while there's, like, a classic I've missed, and I'm like, how did I... This is a very obvious... Like, Apocalypse Now I hadn't seen until, like, 3 years ago. And I love it. It's like a big favorite in my life, but I just hadn't seen it. And usually, like, when I'm really into, movies, I like to watch them a lot. So then there's that, too. Like, you know, going back and rewatching stuff, you notice new things, especially if the director is really good. Like, Kubrick is like that, and that's something that Scorsese has talked about. Like, good film changes as you get older, and you can get something new out of it every time you watch it. I think Kubrick movies, for me, are that. Which cut of Apocalypse Now do you prefer? I think the theatrical cut. I think the Redux went a little bit, like, they went, Coppola went a little mental at incorporating some footage that was cut for a decent reason. Some of the extra scenes that were restored were good, but it's already a really long and, you know, there's a lot going on that's, like, surrealistic, and there's a lot of, like, slow-paced stuff happening, which I think works in the movie's favor. I really love it. but you add another hour onto that, and yeah, it's kind of a lot. There's a ton of different cuts of that movie, though. That's the thing, is like you can... There's like... You know, it'd be cool if you could just customize your own cut of the movie, where you could keep the scene where they go to the French soldiers, and then, like, remove everything else.
Sir?
Thank God you're here. You should be able to get to the surface. Try to send help and let the world know.
Maybe help
what
is
has
on
happened.
its way, but I'm not waiting around for it. We gotta get topside. Elevators are out of order, but we can still climb. Sir, that injury may need some attention soon.
That sound. What is it?
I mean, hey, reused Half-Life dialogue still works, especially for a story like this. Should have picked up the shotgun, Barney! Someone wanted to know what my favorite cut of Blade Runner is. I have an answer. And I'm going to tell you, if you haven't watched Blade Runner, or if you watched it a long time ago, and you want to give it another shot because it didn't click, the final cut. There is, to me, the final cut is the definitive version. It was finished in 2007. It's the best, easily. No voiceover, lots of little fixes, but not like George Lucas fixes, but like just kind of tightening up some stuff, some scenes, some special effects. It's still the practical models and effects, it's still the sets, but just like extending some mats, cleaning them up a little bit, getting rid of some of the gunk for like the, you know, composite shots. It's really good. They even rehired... They have Harrison Ford's son in a scene so that he could match lip movements with his father, where it didn't match in the cut originally. And it's like, there's a scene where Harrison Ford grabs some person, and it's like a distant shot, like you only kind of see him from a little further away, and he grabs him by the collar and shit, like, or by the tie. And originally the dialogue didn't match his lip movements, but Ridley Scott got Harrison Ford's son to do that. That is, like, weirdly disorienting, what's happening with the textures. Huh. That's fun. I actually don't mind the texture filtering in Half-Life original. Especially when they sharpen them up a little bit. Uh-oh. But yeah, that, and also there's another scene they refilmed with the original actress. And it's when she's running through the glass, Zora. She's running through the glass, and they got... Oh, what's her name? They got the original actress back, and they did some CG, and they just made it work really nicely. Not CG, but like, they used special effects to get her in the scene seamlessly, and it looks great. So yeah, only the final cut. Not Sean Young. She played Zora. Oh man. God. It's a name that... Joanna Cassidy, thank you, yeah.
Power level is
Time to ban some chat members. No, I'm kidding.
Current situation is looking pretty grim.
And that's why we drink soda.
This place makes boot camp seem like Disneyland. Who needs a locksmith? You got it. I'll be right behind you.
So really weird weapon that I currently am using. What is this fucking thing? We're not going that way. So there's no right click. There's no special. Might be an original design. Yeah, probably. It's cool though. It's
I was told to guard this area. I'm a natural-born alien killer.
probably going to be like another SMG or rifle at some point. I thought there were opposing force weapons in this thing too. In this mod. Oh, thank you.
Stay alert, people.
So why can't I pick that up? No, I don't have any of those. That's really weird. Okay, so I am officially lost. Let's see. Let's try the elevator. Nope. Okay, this is where I found that dude. The guard blew up the door with the C4. It wasn't for you. Oh. Oh. Oh, thank you, guard.
Duty, huh? All right, you scout ahead.
No, you can come with me.
I got your 6.
No, you clearly do not.
Flank 'em.
Okay, now he does. This shotgun is excellent. Always judge a video game by its shotgun. That's what I always say. Binyat bot said tax fraud Vinny. This is crazy.
One shot, one kill.
Huh.
Man, if we make it out of here alive, I'm gonna buy you all a round of beer. Hell, I'll buy the whole damn bar.
It's just me and him, and he's talking like there's multiple people here. I think he's lost it. I judge video games by their lever-action Winchesters. Hey, fair enough. I would like a lever-action Winchester in every game. Chapter 2, Exit to the Surface. Man, we're only on Chapter 2. I don't know how many chapters there are, but, I mean, it just feels like good Half-Life. Thank you for the raid. I'm sorry I don't do raids. But I want you to know, you do not, no one has to raid me, ever. You do not have to do that. It's very kind if you do, since I don't pay them back. I'm a piece of shit motherfucker. So I don't do them. You could help so many people. There you go. See, there you go. If I raid one person, then other people are like, Vinny, why you not raid person I like? Do you hate them? I was getting it a lot. Like a surprising amount of people were getting upset with me for not raiding. Like, I've noticed you raided this person too many times this week. How about your other friend? Do you hate them? It was like getting insane, like Pepe Sylvia levels of stupid, so I just stopped. Oh great, they made robots. Well, we saw one, but that's bad. I think once we all have robots that can do our chores for us, and throw out our garbage and, you know, wipe for us, I think we should take out our aggression on them.
Now arriving at Sector B, surface area. The weather forecast. Temperature is 18 degrees centigrade.
I don't see how that could go wrong.
Heavy rain. Be careful. Today the weather is very unusual for Nevada, the driest state in the U.S.
Westworld? I mean, Westworld had, you know, that was a great one season of television. The outside color palette here is a little different from actual Black Mesa, which I can appreciate. Have you not learned anything from Detroit Become Human? I have not played Detroit Become Human. I'm only aware of Detroit Become Vermin. I think, like, pretty much every piece of robot fiction... like, every single piece of robot fiction is just... humans have done the bad. The robots are pissed. And it's just like, you know, listen. Humanity is destroyed because we fuck with robots. And then we're just doing the things that the movies depicted going really bad for us. And we're doing them at a phenomenally fast pace. yeah, it's either like, okay, robots are violent and dangerous, and we fucked with them, we hurt them, and now they want to hurt us back, and humanity is getting, you know, we're gonna get destroyed by the robots. It even happens in Chrono Trigger. Or someone tried to fuck a robot. They're either getting fucked over or fucked. Clean that body up for you, buddy. Oh no. I wonder if Jolly Wanker has played this game. Because he's known as the Half-Life guy. There's some new Netflix movie based on a comic book about tech taking over. It has Millie Bobby Brown and Chris Pratt, and it looks like irredeemable garbage. Netflix movie, you say? Hmm. I know Winona Ryder was, like, very discouraged because her Stranger Things co-stars, I don't know which one in particular. I don't know. I mean, I've heard her initials begin with Millie Bobby Brown. Doesn't watch movies if they're longer than a TikTok. Something like that. And Winona Ryder was just like despondent. She's like, we're fucked. She didn't say that, but yeah. No, I'm being hyperbolic. I'm obviously being overly dramatic on this, but I think there was some quote about her not watching movies, and Winona Ryder was just sad about that. So I don't really know what that means in the grand scheme of things, but combine that with Netflix and you have a recipe for Applebee's. Just to bring it back to that.
Attention. Unknown. Biological. Life forms. Detected.
She said later her hope in the youth was reinvigorated when Jenna Ortega turned out to be a big film nerd and they worked together. That's cool. But then, like, there's people that, this is gonna be really old man yells at cloud, but I have also seen, you know when you do the Criterion picks? Or, like, you know, they interview you, what are your 5 favorite movies? Timothy Chalamet, or Austin Butler. You know, like these up-and-coming stars that are, like, everyone's, like, thinking about. And, if they say anything more obscure than the Minions movies, there are people who are like, okay, well, you didn't have to show off just because you like movies that are obscure. Like, it got to that point. I think we're at that point. Vinny, how fucking old are you? Are you really that old? It says pregnant with Raiden's baby.
Attention. Unknown. Biological. Life forms. Detected.
Do you know, like, how some people leave their art open-ended? I'll just let you figure that out. That's fine. You can just take your guesses and stuff. Sometimes all I have to do is read a chat member's name, and that's good enough. Poopface_poopface says, stop answering those chatters, Vinny. Well, all we need now is Daddy's Jizzies, and we have ourselves a party. Very convincing chat member, who right now is having the time of their life that they got the streamer to read their name. I'm all about having fun, folks. You know what I'm saying? It's all about fun. Yeah, like that? Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't feel good, does it? I think I have to go down here. What's this guy say? Vinny, can you ever forgive me? They also said, do you like my name, Vinny? The Raiden chat member, yeah. They're not sorry. That's good. That's good. It's a genre of chat member. I mean, usually I just say chat member, but, you know, there are people that live and die by their novelty name. We're genres to you. Well, yeah. Oh, speaking of, there are two people on Blue Sky that have the Red Vox. There's one with Red Vox banned and the other one that's just Red Vox. And if any of you are watching, can I have those accounts, or one of them? Thank you. They both follow me. One of them's like, I'll give this to Vinny if he wants, and they just are not around ever. But yeah. I mean, I don't mind if someone's squatting to give them to me. And also, first come, first serve, I get it. It's not a, you know, whatever. But I'm gonna have to make, you know, a new account, like redvox fuckyourfaceband.cock. Otherwise, I can't have an account there. Oh, yeah, that's right. You can use your own domain. Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. That'll be better, actually. Well, again, I mean, you know, sadly, it is useful for a band to have social media and to post your stuff about your shows and your releases in various forms of social media. It's one of my least favorite aspects of this whole thing, but it is it's quite necessary.
Varel, I'm glad you got here safe and sound. We're going to issue a vacation site using the railway, but you'll need a vehicle for fast transportation. There is a freight train repair depot nearby. Would you find us a suitable transport vehicle there?
Okay. Is she gonna be evil? I mean, she owns a robot. I don't know what this robot's deal is. She's this game's G-Man, maybe. I don't know. Someone said, can we stop evil shaming? My immediate thought was, I heard Rings of Power were trying to make the orcs sympathetic, even though in the Tolkien lore they were born of evil. So that's cool. Sauron created them from mud pussies. I was like, alright, you're gonna go kill now. It's true, if you watch the movie. You see them. Chat, they show it. It's like wet dirt. And they're like born. Oh, those are Saruman's orcs, I think. And Saruman is like, you will kill for me. And then they do. Even though they're actually like little freaks that are born from like wet dirt. It's so fucking weird.
Attention. A leak of radioactive material detected in sector.
Someone said, man, I wish I could have been born like that. Don't we all? Those are Urukai. I mean, point still remains. What are the goblins doing with their lives anyway? Goblin? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't read my Lord of the Rings Bible in a while. Silmarillion, so. Most of the right clicks in this game, by the way, just as an aside to you know, change the topic from the previous mud vagina discussion. Most of the gun right clicks are just this but fast. Shoot but fast. I don't love this Deagle model. I kind of like the one from Opposing Force better. Very crumbly? Yeah, maybe so. Crumbly, the textures look a little different from other textures. It's just, yeah, it's just a weird model. Well, as for Rings of Power, just for a moment, I'll say this. I have no interest in that series because it's just, as far as I'm concerned, it's bad fan fiction from what I watched of it. And it's devoid of love for Tolkien's work. And that's what I felt about it. And I watched 4 or 5 episodes and I said, I'm good. And I didn't get mad about it. And I didn't complain about it endlessly. And I didn't hate watch it. I just stopped watching it. And I just didn't think about it until now. So good for me. You know, I know, of course, everything has to be politics, but bad writing is bad writing. Fuck. But I just, I'm too much of a Lord of the Rings enjoyer to want to watch that. That's also why I stopped watching some Star Wars stuff. I love Game of Thrones. I'll admit it turned into complete dog shit by the end. You know, and it's like, eh. What can you do? Bad writing comes for us all. And Netflix just takes them all up. And you know, if you write poorly, you just fail upwards at Netflix. Or you can fail upwards writing Star Trek for Alex Kurtzman. Was your bad writing bit Gray Leno or Diaper Chief? I'm glad you think there was a gray... sorry, I'm glad you think that I had an arc of bad writing and that it hasn't all just been bad writing.
Okay, we might live longer if we work together.
Very kind of you.
Oh, that's great. We can start loading.
Speaking of bad writing, a chat member just wrote, now that you've met Joel IRL, who would win in a fist fight between you both? I'm not answering that question. But poorly written chat members. Alex Kurtzman, where are you? Who did you hire to come into my chat room? I sure hope I don't have to fight any robots later on. Oops. The environments in this game look so cold. They do. The temperature of the textures is a little cold, but you know,
Troops should have arrived
maybe
by
it's winter.
now. Meet up them as soon as you can. Major damage to communication infrastructures prevents us from informing them of our plans and location. Let them know that we'll be on the rails.
Pop filters aren't that expensive, right? That Deagle looks like it's on meth. It's actually amazing how, like, a not great model for a gun can make me not want to use the gun that much. Huh. I was convinced that some of the opposing force models were used in this. I don't know, maybe I saw the wrong thing? And you wonder why cosmetics make so much money. Man, good point. Honestly, good point. Got me there. But also, like, yeah, you are staring at something if you're playing a game forever. I guess it kind of makes sense that you'd want to, like, look at something that you enjoy looking at. Because now you can play a game for a decade. It's like, that's normal. I thought that was a ghost for a second. Ah, my dome got chromed just a little bit, but I'm fine, thank you.
What a peculiar odor.
Most gun cosmetics these days are just rainbow vomit. Yeah, that does happen a lot as well. Yeah. It's actually kind of amazing how many skins I got in CSGO. Or, yeah, CSGO. Which is now CS2. And that's 10 years ago or so. 8 years ago, whatever it was. And I got so many skins. And I think I used, like, a couple that I actually liked. I think there was maybe, like, 4 or 5 that I thought were better than a default weapon skin. 12 years, that's crazy. But yeah, a lot of them were just like, this is... Now, it's just neon green. They're more gambling assets than cosmetics now. I guess so. You know, you don't want to be too cynical about it, but... yeah. Well, I mean, look at the fucking... this is going to be different, but I'm going to just mention, look at the Pokemon card thing that's happening again. People found out somehow, I don't know if it was because of a new set, I haven't been following it that closely, but they are being massively scalped to the point where even the old sets that were kind of not really interesting, that people kind of passed on, are getting, like, massively, massively scalped. Anytime a shipment arrives, everyone's there to, you know, and it's like, these aren't people who are trying to, like, do anyone any favors. They just want to make money. It's all about money. So, I've heard people say that they went to, like, their local game store, their local card store, and guys like, you know, I'm doing it. I'm buying them for the kids so they can play with their Pokemon cards. And, like, an ETB is upcharged by, like, 3 or 4 times. I guess when I bought them, it wasn't to sell them, but it wasn't to play the game either. I think it was just for fun. Just to open a pack and see if I get something good. Which also, like, what is that? That's just dopamine that's missing from my life at that point. So, like, what was I doing? I mean, sure, it's fun in small doses, but... You know, I saw this Evolution set, and I haven't really bought cards aside from a couple packs for card sauce here and there. I haven't really had the interest, I haven't had the desire. And even I was like, hey, that looks like a cool set. And then I saw that they were getting scalped, and I said, I'm not doing this again. It was also kind of fun, chat, to go to a location and find and like find cards at retail price. It almost felt like I was winning. I was like, you know, I was the one who was winning. No, you know who's winning? The Pokemon Company. But it was more fun. Someone said I work at Costco. It's a clown show. I've heard. But yeah. So I mean, it seems like a lot of things end up turning into this at some point. That's why you gotta get TCG Pocket, no scalpers there. Yeah, I mean, I did for a little while. I tried it for like a day, and I was like, I just think I'm okay. I don't really need that anymore. I think it was just, it was a time and a place, and it was fun to go on that scavenger hunt, like I said. Find new stores, and then randomly get lucky and find some cards. But it just amounted to me having mounds of cardboard that I don't know what to do with.
Ah, that should be very useful.
Hello again? Oh, it's energy. Oh, okay. They have energy needles. What the fuck? Kind of a bold choice to give you a Deagle and then a Magnum back-to-back. But, alright. Any more card sauce in the pipeline? Funny you should say that. I was thinking about doing a card sauce this week, maybe.
Yes.
I just ended up with too much crap. No, the Vine Sauce cards haven't come in. That's going to be probably April or May, because there was a shipping issue. If you've been up on the Kickstarter, you'll see, like, the whole thing was explained. So, the shipping thing would have been a nightmare, but now it's, like, better, but there's a delay. Waste. Does Gray Leno have a card? Well, he will. I wonder if there are, like, Gray Leno super fans that will, like, actually buy everything. Like, every piece of Gray Leno merch. I don't know where I'm going. Maybe here?
Let's get the hell out of here.
Go. Oh, never mind. Alright, it is getting a little late. I was just hoping to save it a part where next time I play, I could just, like, play. Not get lost for a little while. going in circles, aren't I? Boy, if I'm getting lost now, then there's no hope for me next time I play this. Oh wait, no, we're good, we're good. Shortcut. Oh wait. Yeah, shortcut. I think. Need somebody who can turn off the power. Vinny, weird question. Do you like Jared garlic or real garlic? So, I don't know who your Daffy pals are. But my favorite is John Garlic. I like real garlic, to answer your question. The jar garlic, I had an incident recently, so I'm a little, you know, I'm iffy on it right now. But I did, I figured that out, and the smell is gone. So no worries there. But real garlic is better. Jar garlic is very convenient. Oh god. Yeah, I'm just endlessly getting lost. Alright, maybe next time. So yeah, chat, I mean, it is definitely...
Alright.
Oh, wait. Wait, I know where to bring this guy. Oh, this way, friend. Yes!
Yes! Yes! Dance! Keep dancing! Yes!
I thought he died. No, he's good. Boobies. So, why'd you want me to say that? You can probably tell by how hard it is to put down the game that I like it. Security officer can open this door. So yeah, I mean it's definitely it's in the right place. I feel it's still kind of its own thing, but it feels like Half-Life. There's the science labs and all that fun stuff. Zob Rombi. It's all the same enemies, but they're still fun to shoot. The weapons are... You know, I have some criticisms. I think the wrench is cool. I think most of the stuff is pretty good. The environments look amazing. I mean, the detail's really good. I think the gameplay and the game pacing and the flow are all really good. The combat encounters are good, the puzzles are good, everything is good or great. So, I think, yeah, I think this is a success. I'm curious to see what other stuff the game is going to throw at me if it goes on. I think it's like a good 6 hours long. But yeah, it's free. It's more Half-Life. Definitely worthy of a Half-Life fan's time, is how I feel about it. It's just, I think mileage may vary a little bit in some regards, but overall I'm pretty happy with it. All right, cool. So yeah, I'm probably come back to this at some point. I will finish it, but it's good. It's overwhelmingly positive on Steam, by the way. So, people like it. I enjoyed. Thank you, chat, for watching. It was fun. And tomorrow I will be live with Germa, Stir, and Poke. At some point, I think we're trying to figure out the time. Somewhere in the region of, what time is it? I thought it was 8 p.m. Eastern, but then Stir wrote 9 p.m. And then he said, Poke, it's at 7 p.m. CST, not 8 p.m. So I'm just getting conflicting information. I don't know what the hell's happening, but I'm going to go for between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern is my guess. So, stop by if you want. We're going to play some crap. I'm going to attempt maybe card sauce this week if I'm feeling up to it. If not, then we'll hold off. I thought my next card sauce was going to include the Vine Sauce cards, but that's not the case because those are delayed. But I have a bunch of other stuff that's really cool. And also this week, I would like to do the Mario in the Multiverses thing again because that was great. So that's it. Good night. Thank you, chat, and thank you, mods. Thank you, everybody, for joining and hanging out. And I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.